I'll make us look like
Alright, what is up guys? Professor Akali here, bringing you a new video on a ton of changes that are coming to League of Legends very soon. I'm talking Akali changes, I'm talking 22, I believe, champions all around the board that are getting nerfed or buffed in 9.2 as well as a bunch of items. So, Akali is getting tweaked once again. This might lead into my final thing about rumors of her getting reworked that I previously thought were fake, but now I'm starting to think maybe just Riot won't tell me anything about Akali Reworks anymore because they think I'm going to leak it. No, but seriously though, let's just get right into the changes. There are a ton of them to go over. So, it all started with a Riot Maple Nectar tweeting out the list of plans for 9.2. So, he's saying, below are some of our targets that we're targeting for 9.2. Worth noting that on top of this, we're working on a few larger projects, such as reducing the systematic damage in the game. People have been complaining about, I don't know exactly what this means, but people have been complaining about burst, or just how much damage people are doing in general. And they're saying, like, people are saying, like, yo, maybe nerf everyone a little bit so people don't die so fast. A team fight isn't 2 seconds long, because it's pretty ridiculous, honestly, just seeing some of these clips that pop up on YouTube and Reddit. Anyways, so we're slightly lowering jungle influence. I'd imagine that would be something like reducing EXP or making the camps take a little bit longer to do. Something like that, so you can't just clear and then roam so quickly, or maybe reduce gold from everything like that. Higher MMR, game pacing, don't know what that means, don't care. Marksman itemization, this is huge, they talked about this. Crit changes are coming, 80 carry changes are coming, but we're going to talk about all this stuff really quick. Look at the amount of champions that are getting nerfed, or buffed and nerfed, and Akali getting adjustments. And I have a bunch of theories that I think are very practical of what they're going to do. But really quick, we got the ASOL buffs, J4, Renekton, Mundo, Shen. So you have a bunch of tanks that are getting buffed, as well as Nico, which is a little surprising. Yorick I thought was strong as well. But then everything that's getting nerfed makes sense based off of like win rate and just playability and ban rate. So you got Aatrox, who's really good. Galio's actually listed twice, so I don't know if that means that they're planning on doing multiple nerfs to him, or they just derped, because this is, it's just an informal tweet. But you have a million different champions that are getting nerfed. Obviously, you guys don't need to list them all off. They're all champions that are really strong. But now what I really want to talk about is the adjustment to Akali. So, really, something that should be noted right now is that this item right here, the Oblivion Orb, is actually a core item on Akali. Like, it's very good. You would probably go like Gunblade into Sork or Merc Treads or Ninja Tabbies. So you go Gunblade into Boots, and then you'd probably go Oblivion Orb into Zhonya's if you have some kind of a lead, because the Magic Pen on top of Sork Boots, or just without it, is so strong, like leading up into like early and mid game. So with that in mind, some people on Reddit, calling mains, have a bunch of different theories, and I think it's finally time that Akali is going to lose her true stealth. And I also think that because it's the last thing they can do before reverting her, and maybe some of these rumors that like these streamers and pro players are talking about Akali getting reverted, Riot's planning it or whatever, this could be it. I highly doubt it, because I haven't heard anything from Riot, and I really anyways, no, but seriously though, I do highly doubt it's the river. I think this is the final chance before they either take her into the grave of forgotten champions like Azir, who no one plays anymore, and like I don't even know who else, like where they just completely just give up on her, let the mains rot away. But basically, I think they're removing True Stealth because, and they're going to be giving her more damage, more assassin playstyle, because of also the fact that they're nerfing one of her core items. I would hope, and I would you'd have to assume right now, even though it's 2019, I think it's safe to assume that this is the last thing they're going to do. So True Stealth removed, adding damage, small amounts of damage, I'd assume, or maybe just completely remove it altogether. Revert all the Shroud changes and just get rid of her True Stealth. That's honestly what I think might be the best bet. So we're going to move on and read some of these, because there's a bunch of good information right here. You got Richard Henkel. Anyways, Ripe Maple Nectar. Note that all the projects and champions listed will ship in 9.2. Not all of them will ship in 9.2. Some may go to 9.3. Some may not ship at all, but this is currently what's on our plate. So this is not a final draft. This is just what's planned right now at Rito. Worth noting that we've been working on some larger scope work, which I previously mentioned in a video, like a rework for Aurelia, that will hopefully give us room to buffer so she doesn't have to sit as low as she does. We're also going to be trying to target changes that let her function more as a top laner rather than mid. That's a cool change. So yeah, this is going to be a mini rework basically, because you'd have to change the essence of the champion to pretty much do that. Anyways, I gotta go back to the things. So Aurelia is not going to be completely changed by 9.2. They're going to try to get it though. Might not be changed. High MMR game pacing include things like retuning Baron buff a bit, and some turret / inhib defense adjustments. Honestly, maybe I'm just too tired to understand what this means. You guys can comment down below what you think all this stuff means, this high MMR game pacing. I don't know. But yeah, I tweeted out Akali adjustments. Anyways, so that's pretty much going to be the gist of it. There's a few other things, and I will link this in the description. You guys can check that out if you want to look at all these tweets yourself. Honestly, by the time this video goes live in a few hours, there's a good chance something new will be well, unless he went to bed. I don't know. Okay, and also, let's move on to the next thing. So, Riot Mort rather, he actually tweeted out a few hours ago, no, it was almost a day ago now. Good morning. He's basically teasing everyone, time to get back to work, and wait, what the heck is this? It's basically a new version of the Elder Drake, like a victorious looking dragon, and if you look closely on the wall, can I zoom in? I can. You look on the wall, all of the different emblems for the different kinds of dragon. You see Mountain Drake, you see Infernal, you can kind of tell it's basically going to be like, that's wind probably, that's ocean. It's going to be a, I guess, elemental dragon, or just like the boss mode version of it. A lot of people are thinking that it's going to be something related to Earth, which I don't think they've mentioned it yet. A lot of people just are going with that theory, but I don't see why. It could definitely be some kind of crazy new buff that you get maybe an hour into the game, because it's like, right, it's like, okay, this game has gone on too long, it's time we wrap this crap up. You know what, take this dragon and you win because you get 1,000,000 damage or something like that. It could just be a late game boss. They could be changing dragon. They have changed dragon like 5 times in the past 4 years, something crazy like that. Used to give gold, then it gave buffs, and then it gave a singular buff depending on what it is. And anyways, and also it could be a new Rise rework. This could be Rise very well. Like you never know. So also there's this thing too. This is probably more Earth related, just to add more fun to it. It's kind of like the cannon in what Nexus Blitz mode. It kind of looks like. Could be some machine gun. Could be the cannon, just like in Nexus Blitz. Don't know. It's gonna be hard to tell. Don't think they would add something so crazy into 5v5 Rift. This might be a little too much for the competitive scene. Might be a little too troll and crazy. It'd be like adding planes to Fortnite. Oh wait, no, but seriously though, don't think that that's going to get into the game. So yeah, I'll also, I'll leave links to all this stuff, guys. And I just wanted to show you guys the video I was talking about. So in case you didn't notice, there was this video, or not. So this is a video, but people are going into my comments and stream chat and just telling me, hey, TF Blade said that Riot will revert the old Akali Bjergsen or something. Someone else, a bunch of people that are like really like challenger players are saying that there's a rumor going on that Riot's gonna revert the old Akali, and I want to go over this and just show you guys the clip because I thought it was super troll, and I still know that he has to be trolling because he's not gonna just like leak anything. But I know a lot of you want to see the clip.
Haha. You should really message Riley about Akali rework. It's not a rework, it's just reverting back to the old Akali. That's it. They're not actually reworking the champ. They're just bringing back the old Akali, which is a lot better. But yes.
Basically, guys, he's just the world's best troll. He didn't it doesn't make any sense. He's got to be just messing. But Hey, I'm sure he made the person who made that video really happy, so we could clickbait that. So yeah, that is going to be that, guys. I don't think there's too much left to say. Honestly, in terms of Akali getting reverted, this is what's gonna happen. I think this is the only chance, really. So they're gonna try this adjustment, right? They're gonna try to adjust her and just completely try to fix her once again, because her win rate is still terrible. Her ban rate is still ridiculously high. This champion is screwed, right? It's still been going bad. They changed her 3 or 4 times now since she's been reworked. This is probably the last thing they're going to do, if it is removing True Stealth. After that point, they have 3 options. One is they revert her, which I would love. I think most of the community would love, that doesn't enjoy this current version of Akali. But honestly, how could you, unless you're playing her in like blind pick? Like, how do you even play her? Anyways, so they either revert her, they buff her, or sorry, they can't really buff her. They change her completely to the point where her True Stealth is gone and people don't hate her anymore. Or 3, they rework her altogether, which is not going to happen because she's been recently reworked. They changed all her skins. It's going to be so... Honestly, a revert and a rework are both so unlikely because they've committed to all these skins, and KD Akali is the most popular thing ever, and that stupid music video is making everyone play Akali right now when she's at her worst state ever. Not worst state ever, but she's not in the best spot right now playability wise. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens, and I guess until then, I'll keep you guys updated. Guys, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, turn on bell notification, because I believe champions are coming out soon. I'll make videos on those immediately. All these teasers, all these updates for Riot, changing different champions, Akali included. I will be keeping you guys up to date on that. And I might start playing Akali again because I have hope in this adjustment right here. I really do. So yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you in a new one. Peace.